Soliya Connect is an organization under the umbrella of the United Nations that provides an opportunity for university students in the United States, the Middle East, and Europe to meet together once a week using video conferencing tools.
I decided to sign up for the Arabic, and then that led me to Soliya. And I really enjoyed the class because it was such a small class, and because there were only 8 of us. Instead of being lectured at or talked to, we were really discussing and leading ourselves.
I had to sort of sit back and kind of be the mediator between the two sides. And I think sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, is to not have an opinion and sort of try to mediate things and try to work things, because at the end of the day, both sides have similar grievances. They're talking about human rights.
In the Soliya program, what I was very surprised about was the wonderful language skills that the people in the Arab world had, the wonderful English language skills, the amount of awareness that they had of who we were, and the deep pain that they had with how they felt we viewed them.
The Soliya program allowed for me to have an international experience, which otherwise would not have been possible for me. And I was able to sit in a classroom with a lot of people, very intelligent people, who made me feel comfortable enough to express my thoughts on difficult topics. And in addition to that, I was able to understand the importance of stepping outside of my own safe zone and actually listening to the other side, something that I'd never been able to do before and still find challenging.
I was really uncomfortable talking to people before this program, but once the program started and I got comfortable, it really helped me out with talking with others and hearing other people's opinions instead of mine. I would tend to overpower other people when I'm talking, and this program actually taught me to handle myself a lot better in that aspect.
What Soliya did for me is it opened the doors. It allowed me to see culture and people in a whole new way. I met people who were my age and who either had family or who were born on that side of the world but grew up here, and so you just find out that they're just like you, and that you can look past the stereotypes and see the people for who they are.
After I joined Soliya, I started realizing that my perception about what dialogue is was completely skewed.
Difficult dialogues does not necessarily mean giving up your opinion, but it just means trying to understand the other.
Not everybody is the image that we see in the news, and that goes both ways. That goes for us looking at people in the Middle East and Indonesia and Islamic countries, and for them looking at us.
Before we move on anywhere, there has to be an understanding between both sides, because if there's no understanding, then there's going to be no progress.
It felt like kind of like a mini family in a way.
The power of the people, the power of that group is unimaginable.
I would say that it set me up for the next stage of my life, but I'll be a little more emphatic and say it changed my life, because in many ways it really did.